Do want to thank you all for having come down. Our guest this evening is Mr. Dana Cooper, who is here in back of me. He is from Missouri originally and made his first album, I believe, in 1973 for the Elektra label. And then I think ended up in Austin, Texas, where he's been on Austin City Limits with various people. There's a lot more than that. I'll let him fill in the blanks, and he'll be ready here in just a minute. But thank you all again for coming out. Thank you.
Well, it's nice to be here in Normandy. Interesting place. I pulled in here about 6:30 in the dark. So I look forward to getting here a little earlier next time. We'll have new strings on the guitar, so I'll just jump into it here and see what happens. Let me stretch a little bit. Loudmouth sun shutting my window, daring me to come outside. I'm just the kind to follow. The parade, the show is just beginning. Look out on a sea of faces, each a little planet spinning. All these strangers draw me nearer. In their eyes I see myself as an enigma. I am, whoa, I am. You know, some say, man, this life it's but a dream. Why do I feel so weak, such a part of everything? My heart pounds, my shadow walks beside me. My feet touch the ground, a voice resounds inside me. I think therefore I am. Dark bud, new leaf falls, the wind blows, sea soars, sun sets, just because. Just like them, I am, whoa, I am. This voice resounds inside me. Shout out to the world from where I stand. I am, yes I am, I am, whoa, I am. Shout out to the world from the flag unfurled, from the firefly, the stars above. Everywhere I go, there's one thing I know. Believe you me, anyone can see. I am, whoa, I am. Yeah, there goes me. I am. Very nice of you. I wrote that with two women, Linda Marks, who's my wife, and a lady named Lisa Ashman, who's an astrophysicist, songwriter. And of all our astrophysicist songwriting friends, she's our favorite. I have a new CD that just came out in September. I didn't display them. They're in boxes over there. I have, I think, 4 or 5 different CDs with me tonight. I've recorded about 16, I guess. This is my 16th recording in my life. And a lot of those are not available anymore. They're on vinyl and 8-track and things like that. So, but anyway, I do have 4 or 5 CDs tonight. And this is from the newest, called Made of Mud. And this is called Nothing to Fear. It's actually an older song of mine that sort of was hidden away, and the fellow who produced the record kind of resurrected the song, actually. People gather around you, all are lost. Some will linger till the morning or the winter, but taking us in pleasure. And the bravest heart grows weary, looking out upon the freeway, looking deep inside to free dreams that seem content to hide. There is some strength somewhere to draw on in our despair, presses upon ourselves and presses upon ourselves. We are akin, you and I, fire and blood combined, body and soul entwined. We have nothing to fear. The passing of a moment, the planting of one seed. Inspiration sits in corners, out of touch, ill at ease. Now and then there is a sparkle, and you see what you've been after. Love is alive and filled with laughter, given free and easily. What cannot compare us to a comfortable parachute, stumbling down the road, flapping and broken toe, dancing and not letting go, chanting the changing road, laughing for all to know. We have nothing to fear. Comfortable pair of shoes, stumbling down the road, flapping and broken toe, dancing and not letting go, chanting the changing road, laughing for all to know. We have nothing to fear. Thanks. Thank you. Alright, so this is a song I wrote for as a tribute to an old friend of mine, a singer-songwriter from Texas named Townes Van Zandt. I don't know if you've ever heard any Townes' music, but you may have and not realized it. Great songwriter, great poet, and a great person, a good guy. He was very tormented, had a lot of physical pain, and drank way too much. I met Townes in 1973. I was opening a week of concerts for him to promote my new CD on Elektra Records in 1973. And I was 21, and I flew to Boston to open for Townes, and I was terrified. I had his first album, Our Mother the Mountain, and I was a little intimidated. All the record people came out from New York to Boston, and we're all sitting out there in the audience. And I did a 40-minute set in about 20 minutes. I just burned right through that thing, and people would come up to me later and say, "Boy, it really sounded good. It's too bad that you were so nervous." Because you could actually see my knees knocking together. And I couldn't, it was one of those things, that's the only time in my life when not when I've been nervous, but it was torture for me to learn to get up in front of people and perform at all. So, and I still have my moments now, but this was the one time I couldn't get out of it. The whole time, the whole set, I was just there in that space. I could not, it was horrible. So I got off stage and I went into the little dressing room there at Passaic in Cambridge, just the place we were playing, and I went in the dressing room and I started throwing myself against the wall and kicking myself and slapping myself around. I was raised a Catholic, so that might explain a lot right there. Anyway, so I was in the midst of doing this to myself, and Townes walked into the dressing room and looked at me rather curiously, and then introduced himself, and we became lifelong friends. I wrote this for him the day after he passed away in Smyrna, Tennessee. This is called Bony Man. Make way for the bony man. Hold the gates so his soul can pass. Lay him down in the dewy grass. Make way for the bony man. I took his hand and I felt it shake. Held the man and I felt him break. Spoke his name and he blew away, a leaf on a windy day. And I'll be home when the day is done. When my song is sung, I will shed this husk. Oh, I will shed this husk. song is sung, I will shed this husk. Oh, I will shed this husk. Make way for the bunny man. Oh, the gates of soul can pass. When you're down in the broken glass, make way for the bunny man. Still away, second story man. Trip that lock so my soul can pass. Lay him down in the broken glass. Make way for the burning man. I'll be home when the day is done. Oh, when my song is sung. When my song is sung. When my song is sung. Oh, I will shed this husk. Oh, I will shed this husk. Well, if you've ever heard that song anywhere before, you know that that was not it. So, but that was a version of it. It's different every night, you know. I forgot things in there. I went somewhere. I think I was going back to 1973. It's a good idea to be here now, I think. So I'll work on that. Let's see, maybe I'll do a new song for you. That's what I'll do. I'm going to switch guitars. Since I don't know the old ones, maybe I know a new one. I was very fortunate to get invited to a couple of songwriting retreats this last year, 2004 and 2005. 3 different places. Once to Denmark, once to Sweden, and once to Ireland. And I got to... the first one of them that I went to was in Denmark, an island called Samsø Island. I started this song there and finished it on a little island in Sweden a few months later. A place called Gotland. Leave a little mark. Pointing a finger at a star, falling far from its home. I know it's hard. Find your place in this world. Shine a little spark, you little mark on this world. Light up the dark, you little mark on this world. Giving your love, no regret. Giving more you get, that's what love's for. Don't forget to let go. Shine a little spark, leave a little mark on this world. Light up the dark, leave a little mark on this world. Sing from the heart, really be part of this world. Carved on a rock, painted on shining spark. Light up the door. Sing it from the heart. Leave a little mark in this world. When you feel that it's start falling far from its home, I know it's hard to find your place in this world. All right, thank you very much. Just a song off of the new CD, Made of Mud. Songs come from odd places sometimes and unexpected places. There's this song I wrote a couple of years ago about something that happened when I was about 16. And I grew up in a little town called Independence, Missouri, Harry Truman's hometown. I threw a cherry bomb on Harry Truman's front porch when I was about 13, and I'd been a juvenile delinquent for a couple of years before that, just doing all kinds of stuff, very angry, and in a very poor part of town with a lot of other angry kids my age. And so anyway, I was arrested the night that I threw the cherry bomb on Harry Truman's front porch, and so that was the end of my life of crime. I devoted all my time to music at that point, and as well as a lot of community service for a while. Still working on my karmic debt. So, but anyway, in this little town, Independence, there wasn't much to do when you're young. So by the time I was 14, I started singing in coffee houses and writing my own songs. And when I was about 16, I had an old car my dad bought from one of his mates at the steel mill when he worked in Kansas City, Sheffield Steel. And he bought this old 1960 Dodge for me with the giant fins and push-button transmission, big couch seats. And I was living in a dream world. I couldn't even put gas in that thing, but you know. I got it down. I used to go to these love-ins every Sunday, 1967, 68. They had love-ins at Volker Park in Kansas City. It's about 18 miles away. So I'd get in the old Dodge, I'd go down there, take this old guitar here, and try to find someone to swap some songs with, talk to. I met a girl down there one day playing the flute. She was sitting out on the lawn. We sat and played some music together, had a conversation. I gave her a ride home in my old Dodge. And as she was directing me to her neighborhood, I got more and more anxious because we were going into this part of town I'd rarely been in before. It was kind of scary to go there. It was Mission Hills, which is the richest, wealthiest neighborhood in Kansas City. And sure enough, we pulled up in front of this mansion. I had never seen anything like it except in a movie. I'd never been anywhere like that, or set foot inside any place like that. She said, "Come in, meet my family." And it went downhill from there. I was a babe, she was a queen. I played the guitar, she danced and sang, light as a sparrow. She lived off the ground. I was a scarecrow. She smiled at my frown. A necklace of clover, a dandelion ring, a flower unfolding, bird on the wing. I whispered, Jessie, girl, I could love you. And I genuflected, and I laced her shoe. Her auburn hair tumbled all down in my face. We kissed and we fumbled in a clumsy embrace. Well, there for one moment, underneath the green trees, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She lived in a mansion with a prince and a king, and a woman on horseback with a porcelain face. Her servants looked through me, the dog tugged on its chain. The parents looked sideways as they sneered at my name. Love, when it is new, is a delicate thing. A flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She cried when I left her, the sky cruel blue. Our hearts pressed together as they both broke in two, while the party of sparrows sang a sad lovely tune. And over my shoulder, the last thing I knew, her face in the window, her hand raised to me, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. So, funny times we're living in. This is a little song about corruption, I guess. And it's about a way to... It's inspired by Rosa Parks, and who's just about my favorite American hero, I think. Her story is just simply amazing how this ordinary person could become, you know, the center of the whole civil rights movement, and her actions create all the bus boycotts that happened in Selma, all the boycotts of the racist businesses, and ended segregation. So anyway, sometimes, you know, I feel like I can't really do much in this life to change anything, you know, and I think a lot of us feel that way, almost hopeless or helpless or something. But all around, you know, things do happen and things do change for the better. And just, I think, awareness and is the first thing, and then having the audacity not to participate in something if you think it's wrong. So this is called Sit This One Out. gospel truth. All that I've heard, all that truth for truth is like the poor old blind, hungry and cruel. I sit by the boys while I sit this one out. I'm starting your poison, I'm spitting it out. Man, I won't be kicked and I won't be cowed. Pardon me, boys, while I sit this one out. Heartless business, immaculate suit, and a homeless soldier with holes in his boots. Make a wise investment, yeah, get complete control of a hollow kingdom and a bankrupt soul. I sit by the boys while I sit this one out. Tuning you out. You dug out, sewn up, chosen down. There's a profit to make and seems to let out. Part of me boys while I sit this one out. While I sit this one out. Whoa. Just one day, we all stayed home. Didn't go to work, didn't answer that cell phone. Didn't spend any money, didn't watch that damn TV. Didn't fight anybody, no one died to be free. We said party boys while I sit this one out. Tuning you out. I'm not too tired to kick, too shy to shout. Pardon me, boys, while I sit this one out. While I sit this one out. What are you accustomed to doing here? 2 sets or one long set? Or? Oh shoot, okay. Wow, I won't even break a sweat. It's been almost an hour now, hasn't it? No. Okay. Come walk with me, I'll take you down the streets where I grew up. Fresh water pools, a string of words tangled around my tongue. I learned when I was just a kid how to keep my feelings hid. But with you, I'm different now. This time I wanna say it right out loud. I see your face, my heart just aches with all the love I feel. You're still a child behind those eyes, innocent and real. Your laughter from another room, friendly familiar tune. Yes, it's you, both loud down. How you make me wanna say right out loud. I kept myself to myself, never calling out for help. Rest assured no one would ever let me down. Oh, I tried to walk this world as stranger, staying clear of any danger someone would find what I'm all about. Now you make me wanna say it right out loud. Darling, won't you walk with me? Come and talk with me. We've no time for holding out. No, this time we gotta say right out loud. That's right, I said I love you right out loud. Okay, maybe we should have a sing-along, huh? The dreaded sing-along. You don't have to sing along, of course. Don't feel any peer pressure. But if you're embarrassed about singing along, you can always just move your lips. That's what I do. This is easy. It's called Great Day in the Morning. It's a real happy song I wrote once. I was happy once, and I thought I'd write a song about it. I have a bunch of happy songs, really. I'm going to do those next. Oh, sorry about that. Boy, it's too loud or not loud enough. This is, it's real easy. It's kind of a yell-along, more than a sing-along. I'll show you. Just kind of, you answer me back in one place. A couple places, actually. Back here to my water. Never turn your back on your audience. It's one of the first laws of show business. Okay. Got a lot to be thankful for. Yellow maples in a red roof barn, sun coming up like a medicine ball. Great damn morning, ain't it? Turn on your radio, turn up that song, Sweetness. Ain't that the one that we both know? Turn it up a little higher. Yeah, turn it up. That's fine. Darling, let's kick our heels up high. I wanna kiss you, stop yawning. There ain't one dark cloud in that sky, not one. Great day in the morning, 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 great day in the morning. Early to bed and early to rise. Dreams in your head, stars in Great day in the morning, honey, I love every new day with you. Turn over and ain't been snowing, the birds are singing and the sky's blue. Great day in the morning, baby, we got a reason to celebrate. I wanna party, I don't mean maybe. It's gonna be a red letter day, red letter. Red letter. Ooh. Great day in the morning, we got a lot to thank for. The yellow maples and a red brick barn, sun coming up like a medicine ball. Here it is. Last key, sweet pea, ever seen anything exactly like that before? You ready now? Great day in the morning. 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 Everybody. Can't do it while you're smiling. Well done. That's pretty cool. So, I apologize for having no sense of time, having no sense. Can you give me just an idea? You'll throw something at me when it's time? Okay.
You play till we let you leave.
Oh, that's how it works. Normandy, Tennessee. So many singer-songwriters disappeared down here. Okay, I'm working on a screenplay right now. Several of my friends say hello to you. Sally Barris sends her love down here. So does Tom Kimmel. It's about all the love I had to go around here tonight. So I'm sure I know some more, but this is a lot of women do my songs. Not too many guys. Occasionally, a guy will do one of my songs, but this is a song of mine that several women have recorded and done versions of. Susan Warner out of Philadelphia did a version of this on her Time Between Trains CD. And it's way different than what I do, but it's always interesting to see what people come up with, you know, when they do your song. Okay, find the place to be here. Here we go. So I guess I was in touch with my feminine side when I wrote this song. This is every word's true in this one here. There goes me, giving in easily, trying too hard to please, soft in the middle, faithlessly chickening out on me. machine, heard only riddles, frightened and little, standing in my own way. Here am I, questioning where, how, why, watching my life go by. Man, I don't wanna blow it. Contrary me, begging to disagree, making mistakes in threes. I'm wrong and I know it, too proud to show it. I'm just standing in my own way, standing in my own way. Doomsayer, you're not satisfied, man. Out of my way, betrayed. Don't be so darn sure you'll win. We are through, I have room for two. I'm stepping right over you, open that front door, 'cause here I come, banging my broken drum, chasing that grinning sun. I'm winning this soul war. There will be no more standing in my own way. There will be no more standing in my own way. There goes me, standing in my own way. Yes, I'm standing in my own way. Ooh, standing in my way. Alright, thank you. Okay, so, well, this is a song I wrote with another friend of mine named Michael Lilly, great singer-songwriter. Left Nashville, went back out to Colorado. He's out there, but he still comes around once in a while. If you get a chance to hear Michael Lilly, it's terrific. We wrote this in Austin, Texas. We were both in town there. I was doing a show there, and it was just before the war in Iraq broke out, and we sat down and wrote this song. It was actually inspired by my father, who was just about 2 months ago. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome from experiences he had in World War II. It was a long time to get a diagnosis, but it was no big surprise to the family, really. My dad had a lot of problems adjusting to coming back after World War II, and so I was thinking of him and wrote this song. It's called World of Hurt. Here we go again, history repeats itself. The child becomes a man to lose the child within himself. A boy reads a Valentine, hunkered down on the front line, and he prays for his mother, takes up his rifle. He remembers his father, how he fought for peace on earth, just to live in a world of hurt. This may be the day when mystery reveals itself, and I will find a way to feel at peace within myself. A man with no axe to grind, stepping out of that straight line. A cradle, my brother, cast off my hair. I raise my standard high on this suffering earth, just to love in a world of hurt, a world at odds, grievances and gods. Mothers weep villainously, and the crowd looks on. We stumble, we falter through rubble to the altar. We lay down our sacrifice in the blood-red dirt, not to live in a world of hurt, to forgive in a world of hurt. Here we go again. History repeats itself. A boy reads a Valentine, hunkered down on the front line. I'll do another song I wrote for my dad. It's been the source of a lot of material for me. My dad took me aside. He was in the 10th Mountain Infantry in Italy in World War II. Fought his way all the way up the boot. And he's a decorated hero. He saved a lot of people's lives in the midst of a big crossfire. Kind of did some crazy stuff. And anyway, I remember when Vietnam was going on, and I'd been going to college, and I dropped out because I wanted to play music. I didn't want to go to art school. I wanted to write songs and travel around the country and play. So I walked away from an art scholarship. My mother, Betty, almost didn't survive that decision. But my dad, he was always very calm, you know. He sort of pulled me aside and said, you know, you gotta follow your heart. You have to do what you really want to do. So, of course, then I was 1A and I was ready to be drafted, and I was gonna go, and my dad really surprised me. He pulled me aside. He said, you know, I know you're really going through a lot of pain, trying to decide what to do, what's the right thing, and you don't really feel that this is the war is right. And he said, if I had it to do over, I wouldn't fight in anybody's war if I had it to do over. So he said, that's just a word of advice for you. You can take it or leave it. And then just shortly after that, they instated the lottery. And I never won anything in my life, so I didn't win the lottery. By losing, I won. But this is sorrow for my dad. He was always a real, you know, America love it or leave it kind of guy, real hardline. And it was interesting to see the changes that came over him over the years, over the Vietnam years. How he really just completely did a turnabout, as did a whole lot of people from his generation, which I think is really what finally got us out of there. But so I wrote this for him. It's called Old Fashioned Man, and he worked in a steel mill. He'd come home in his black boots, they'd be white with salt and sweat. I never known anybody work as hard as my dad. He made me promise that I would never work that hard, and I kept that promise. Steel town shut down. Daddy hung his hard hat up and called it a day. Cowtown, that's just a ghost now. Old granddaddy's rolling over in his lonesome grave. And I'm up to face this brave new age, out of place with the race. How to fight what I can't understand. One hand tied behind my back. I'm an old-fashioned man in a new age world. I'm an old-fashioned man in a new age world. Shut down on foreign ground. Never thought my kid would have to fight the way I did. How far down in the ground can you keep that plutonium hid? Well, I'm left to face this brave new age, out of place with the race. How do I fight what I can't understand? One hand tied behind my back. I'm an old-fashioned man in a new age world. I'm an old-fashioned man. This is the title song of my new CD, Made of Mud. And I had this memory in my childhood. I've had it, well, all my life, since my childhood. And I was sitting around thinking about this one day. It just kind of occurs to me once in a while, you know. The first few years of my life, we lived in a little town called Latour, Missouri, which really wasn't a town at all. There was just a filling station with a tire swing and a bunch of farms. That was it. And my dad was a tenant farmer when he got out of the Army, like his father before him. He didn't have a whole lot of ambition. So he just went back to kind of what he knew. It was hard work for somebody else. And he did that for a few years until he moved to the city. But I have a lot of memories from that first 3 years of my life, I guess because a lot of it is because I think it was just the three of us there, just my folks and myself. And this is a very vivid time. That's where we lived when my dad first took me to hear music. When I was just about 3 years old, we got on a freight train that went through the woods down near where we lived. He got a ticket on the caboose. You could do that then. I don't know if you still can do that, but he got a ticket into Kansas City on the caboose, and we sat back there and rode the train into Kansas City Central Station. And then we walked down to the bus station and got a bus in Kansas City, Kansas, and we went to see Ernest Tubb sing at Memorial Hall. But anyway, I was talking to my folks about this, and I had this memory that Dad was holding me on the front porch of this old farmhouse, and I was too young to talk. I had no words. I had no language. So I was about a year old, I guess. And my dad was showing me the sunrise across the alfalfa fields. It was a beautiful sight, and I was really filled with wonder, at the beauty of the world and the love I felt for my father, this man who's holding me, who I wanted to communicate with, and I had nothing to say. And it probably comes back to me a lot because I still feel that way sometimes with my father. But this is called Made of Mud, and I kind of took that memory and stuck it in the middle of the song. But it's really just a song about how we all are the same, I think, around the world. Kind of like John Steinbeck said, maybe Grapes of Wrath, maybe we just share one big soul. castle of terror, all buttoned up in my long sleeve shirt, singing I'm made of mud, just like everyone. The clay was stone, breath was blood, in my heart a stone was cut. I'm made of mud. I'm made of mud. I'm made of mud. I'm made of mud. Alrighty, so what you think? Yeah, do one more here. You're probably ready to stand up. I appreciate you coming out and listening. I do have CDs I'll have for sale somewhere over here, I guess. Is that usually where they do it? And an email list and all that kind of thing. I'm doing an old song here. This is one of the songs that got me my deal on Elektra Records in 1973. And I had moved out to Hollywood looking for a record deal, 1971. And about 4 months, it seemed like about 2 years, I finally got a record deal, and got to work with some amazing people on that old record. It's just called Dana Cooper. You can still find it sometimes out on eBay and places like that, but it is vinyl. Anyway, I was living at the time in this $49 a month apartment right across from Paramount movie studios off of Van Ness Boulevard, and it was a very colorful apartment house. It had burned a couple of times, almost to the ground, and it was this old funky yellow stucco building. It was a very depressing place. The little room I had there had a Murphy bed in it, that folds back up in the closet. When you put the bed down, the bathroom door wouldn't open all the way. So you'd have to kind of like walk over the bed, squeeze in through the little opening of the door and then go in there, and then if you had to lift the lid, it would hit the edge of the sink, so you'd have to kind of like jimmy it around. It was amazing. It's quite a piece of engineering there. And then you looked out, I did have one window, and it looked out onto another stucco wall about 6 feet away. And then I lived on the 4th floor, and I'd look out in this area, it was just a shaft. And look down there, and there was about 2 stories of stuff, like old mattresses and parts of cars and things that you couldn't imagine how they got down in this in this place. It was very strange. But anyway, and I had these Scientology neighbors there. Tom Cruise. Yeah, well, there you go. They all kind of had that look in their eye, like Tom has. I hope that I'm not offending any Scientologists here this evening. But I kind of did the deal for a while with Scientology. I was 20 years old. I was starving. I kind of had odd jobs, drove cabs and things like that. Just happened onto these folks, but I wrote this song sort of in honor of them. They were so strange, these folks. And there's a character in the song, Gabby Hayes. a lot of people don't know, I just did some gigs over in Sweden and Denmark, and no one knew who Gabby Hayes was. And a lot of younger people here don't know who Gabby Hayes was, but if you heard of Roy Rogers, Gabby Hayes was his sidekick. He's a guy you couldn't understand anything he said. I couldn't anyway. Told you, you look just like Jesse James. Your thumbs in your belt and all your face. Whenever I told you, you talk just like Gabby Hayes. Your big feet in your mouth, your pockets full of cliches. You fell in love with some hustler on Sunset Boulevard. Really took you to his castle. You'd only talk in the dark. So you fall in your glass slipper, 'cause I live on an explorer. You say my damn good luck, and I'm mortally bored. I said no, no, no. I said no. Told you, make love like a washing machine. Those tears in your eyes, you're trying to make your man feel me. I told you, walk down on Monroe style with long legs, the back of the jacket smile. Whoa, I thought I was dying, buried near my early end, looking for a woman to be my friend. Save my life with both hands tied behind your head, and you touch my soul, you raise me from this dead. Is this dead? Oh, this is dead. Like Jesse James, with your guns in your belt, the ring all over your face. Whoa,
graduates. Appreciate it. Thank you all again for having come out tonight. Hopefully, Mary will be back here next month. Again, she couldn't be here tonight for some technical problems she was having at work. But if you would, please go over and buy some CDs from Dana. We don't pay these folks to come down, but they do it out of a very generous spirit. And if you like what you heard tonight, please go pick something up. I guess that is it. We do want to thank you all for having come out. Thank you very much.